Is getting into trucking at 50 really a good idea? Not 25, 50. I get that question a lot on the channel, and I see that question a lot on social, and I understand why, because like that question hits different when you're in a 50-year-old body. I think about this stuff now in ways that I never had to before, like my body and my health and my recovery time and whether certain work still makes sense long term. So if you're 50 or close and you're wondering if getting into trucking is possibly a good career move for you at this point in your life, and you're not wanting fluff or hype or theory, let's get into it honestly. Let's start with the elephant in the room, your body. Because your body's not the same as it was at 30. And that's not being negative, that's just reality. Things change. Recovery takes longer. And stiffness starts to show up in places that you didn't even know existed before. And I know this because I'm dealing with this myself right now. I just turned 50 in October. So if you're a 50-year-old, middle-aged man or woman, and you're considering transitioning into trucking at this point in your life, I definitely know one of the things that's in your mind, and that's, can my body even handle this? And here's where I feel trucking is a little bit misunderstood from people on the outside looking in. Trucking is not one job. It's a category of jobs. And some of them are harder on your body than others. And essentially, it can even be broken down into different ways to do one job. So like, here's what I mean. Now, I haven't had 10 different types of trucking jobs since I've been in trucking. I've been in trucking for 10 years. I've always been on the self-employment side. I drove for my dad for the first 5 years. He was a 2-truck owner operator. And then after 5 years, I bought my own truck and I've been driving for myself for 5 years. So, you know, like I haven't been all over the place. I've never been with a mega carrier or anything like that. But I've done enough different types of work in my 10-year career that I can absolutely tell you this. The difference in one trucking job and another, in my humble opinion, as far as the 50-year-old transitioning into trucking and as far as their body is concerned, can absolutely be the difference in you loving a transition to trucking at this point in your life and absolutely despising it and physically feeling every part of that. Now, this might sound small, but like I've been on jobs in trucking where like I stayed hooked up to the same trailer all day. I didn't have to come behind other drivers that may have had that trailer and didn't write it up for some maintenance that it needed, or like maybe they dropped the trailer too low or too high. My truck doesn't have a dump valve in the truck where I can raise and lower the frame. So when a trailer is dropped too low, like that's difficult. That just makes it more difficult for me. But I've had jobs where I stayed with the same trailer all day. I didn't have to deal with that. And when you're swapping out trailers regularly, again, this sounds small, but you know, the type of job that you're doing, if you're doing something like that 2 to 3 times a day, swapping trailers, again, now you're dealing with trailers that might not have been dropped at the right height or may not have the maintenance that's supposed to be done. Maybe a hub axle is leaking oil, or maybe a tire needs to be changed in the driver before you didn't write up the trailer, or like maybe, you know, the trailer that you dropped worked fine, but the other trailer, the landing gear isn't working right. Like, you're gonna be dealing with stuff like that when you're constantly swapping trailers, and that makes the job a whole lot physically harder when you're having to deal with that. I've pulled flatbed before, and I'm pulling flatbed right now actually, and obviously flatbed is gonna be a little bit more difficult on the body because like you got to secure the load, and depending on what you're hauling, you might even have to tarp the load, which is going to require you to climb up and down on the deck of the trailer. Van work, when I did it, for the most part, you just close the doors and go. But the job that I was doing, the job that my truck was on then, when I was pulling van, they were old trailers. And so with old trailers, we always had raggedy doors that we had to wrestle with and get closed, and landing gears that didn't work properly, that literally worked the shit out of you. And here's something I don't hear people say enough on this topic. At 50, at middle age, as far as a man or woman, it's not about what you can do once. It's about what you can do over and over again without tearing your body up and without wearing yourself down. Now, I've also had trucking jobs that was much easier physically. I've been on trucking jobs that were like so clean that I could have went to work dressed really, really nice and came home and still been clean. When I pulled wood chips, that was I would say, a fairly easy job physically. That was a job that I stayed with the same trailer all the time. I didn't have to swap out with preloaded trailers. Loading and unloading with that job, for the most part, was all automated. It was all done with machines at the push of a button. That could be a really easy job, but watch this. Even on that job, it depended on the type of equipment that you had. I was an owner-operator on that job, and I was renting a trailer, but I was renting a trailer with a manual tarp. I'll explain briefly what that is, but I was another driver there. His name was, well, I won't get into his name, but he was a big guy. He was a company driver there. He didn't have his own truck. And they had him with an electric tarp where he just get out and push a button on the front of the trailer and it automatically tarps the load. The trailer I had to climb on top of the trailer, a 13-foot 6-inch trailer, and manually drag the tarp back over the trailer to cover the load. Now, I'm a slim guy, so again, I'm telling you that was an easy job. I didn't have a problem at all with climbing up on the trailer. There's a ladder on the front of the trailer, on the back of the trailer for you to climb up on that. I didn't mind that at all. But the other guy that I'm telling you about, he used to tell me regularly that if he had to have a manual cover tarp on his trailer as opposed to the push button tarp, he wouldn't physically be able to do the job. That's the same job that I'm telling you right now was extremely easy. So that's what I mean when I say trucking is not just one job, it's a category of jobs, and it can be like several different ways of doing one job that would make a job physically more difficult or less difficult. These are all the nuances. This is the part that I feel people misunderstand just a little bit about trucking. And trucking is so many different types of jobs you can be doing, types of trailers you could be pulling, and different types of ways that you could be doing the same job. The point is, some trucking jobs are, in fact, a lot less physically demanding than others. So the 50-year-old man or woman that's considering getting into trucking is wise in taking this into consideration. God damn it, we ain't 25 no more. We're not looking for fluff and motivation. At this point in life, even the most optimistic of us are still looking at dealing with reality. But nothing I've ever done in trucking felt physically impossible for me. I don't want to put it out there like that. But some trucking jobs for a middle-aged person transitioning to this career, some jobs are going to be smarter than others. You just got to make sure you factor that in as you're doing your due diligence. Now let's talk about the money, because that's another part of this. A 50-year-old coming into trucking is usually probably not going to be in the same situation as a 25-year-old. Some people at this point, myself not being one of them, might have a house paid off or almost paid off. They might have retirement or military benefits that they or their spouse are receiving. They might have some savings. They might have other income streams at this point in their life. In other words, for some people transitioning to this profession at this point, at middle age, basically, it might not be about starting from zero. It may just be about filling some gaps or maintaining stability or buying some time. I'm actually jealous of those type of people that transition to this career, because they are in such a stronger position than the average person, because basically they just don't have as many financial needs. They don't need as much from trucking financially as somebody else might. And I tell people all the time on this channel that when getting into trucking, you should approach it like you're starting a business. And it should make sense to you that when you first start a business, if you can avoid putting excess financial burden on your new business, things are going to go a whole lot smoother. That same logic applies here. And here's something else. At 50, you're probably going to be easier to insure than a 25-year-old. You've got life experience. You're seen as being more stable. You're not looked at as a wild card. That's going to work in your favor. But family, career shifts at middle age, at 50 years old, around 50 years old, are definitely real. One of my elders, close friend of mine a long time ago, that was a truck driver for like all of his adult life, since he was like 20 years old, at right around 50 years old, maybe 55 years old, decided to make a total career change. I think probably because he felt that he had maybe plateaued in this profession. He chose to get out of trucking and into sales. He sold his truck because he was an owner-operator. He moved states and took a commission sales job. And some people transition into trucking at this point in their life may be coming from a circumstance like that. That's not a small move at this age. This person actually had to live in the state that they moved to while their spouse stayed behind in their home state. Basically, at a certain point, they were maintaining 2 houses in 2 different locations at one point. It was a rough transition, but it did have a happy ending. They made it through, and they weren't transitioning from a situation like I mentioned earlier, where they had like other income sources and a stack of cash socked away. They really needed their new transition to work, so they were strategic. They didn't wing that decision because of what was at stake for them at 50 years old, transitioning to a new career. And I recommend that anyone at any age that's transitioning to trucking take heed to that advice as far as being strategic when you transition here, particularly now in the current trucking and economic climate that we're in. But eventually they rebuilt, and he built a solid sales career. And no, this person wasn't me. Those of you that have been following my content for a while, you know that I used to be in sales, but that's how I picked up the story, by coming across this individual in that career. But why does this matter? Because at 50 and you're in this situation, you're definitely thinking, how much runway do I have? How much time do I have left? You're thinking, is this move really worth the time and the risk at this point? Again, you're in a different mindset than the 25 or even the 35-year-old. And family, this absolutely isn't about motivation, but I shared the story with you. That's a real life story, because if one person can do it at that point in their life, it absolutely can be done. And again, that was a real story of a real individual. The key takeaway is one must be intentional about it. So is trucking a good career move at 50? Here's my honest answer, the best way that I can answer it. Yes, it can be, but it's not automatic, and obviously it's not going to be the same for somebody that's a little bit younger. You have to think about your body. You got to think about the types of freight you're going to be working with, and how much work goes into managing and hauling and unloading and loading that freight. You got to be thinking what your physical limitations or lack of limitation may be, how much you're willing to do, and what role trucking might be playing in your bigger financial picture. If you come in winging it, chasing what pays the most, ignoring your limits, you run a higher chance of hating it. But if you come in strategic with a really good understanding of where you are, what you need, and keeping your expectations in check in regards to this profession when you transition here, it can make a lot of sense. It can be a smooth transition for you. At 50, it's a deeper question than just, can I do this? It's more like, is it worth it? Is this the smartest move I can make with the time and energy that I believe I have left? Can I do this consistently without wrecking my body or my life? Does this actually make sense for where I am right now? And does this move the needle for me financially without creating new problems? And family, it's going to be difficult to find someone to give you an accurate answer that's relevant to you for that question. Because as I've tried to share with you in this video, this industry, this profession, it's definitely not one size fits all. That's not my experience. To transition smoothly into this career, into this profession, I would say at any age, you need to know, like really know and understand your specific situation and circumstance, your specific goals or needs, your limitations. And if a person was going to try to help you out with answering that question, they would also have to know like what's going on as far as trucking in your area, where you are. Like, I'm in Richmond, Virginia. I don't know what's going on out west of the state. I don't know what's going on up in Manassas and up in Arlington. I don't know what's going on there. So like, if you're gonna find somebody that's gonna help you out with that question, like, they need to know what's going on in your area. The point is, like, only you can know this stuff. I got a question from a viewer just a couple days ago, and they were saying they had one job. They're new. They just got their learner's permit, but they got a job pinned down with some company. I can't remember the name of the company. And they were saying that in the back of their mind, they can't help but think that they can probably find a job that pays better to get started with. And while that is probably true, I asked them, does the job that you already have pinned down work for you? Of course, you can probably find something that may pay a little bit better, and who knows what'll come along with that. But does where you are, does what's in front of you work for you? To me, that's one of the main things you should be looking at. Again, your situation, you know what you need, you know what you're bringing to the table, you know your limitations, right? It might not be about finding the best or finding the most. What it should be about is about finding what works for you. And to do that, just be clear on what you need. And when somebody offers you something that fits that, that's where you should start, and don't look back. If you're 50 and thinking about transitioning to trucking, Drop a comment and tell me what your biggest concern is. Your body, the money, the lifestyle, or starting over at this point in your life. Let's talk about it honestly, family.